Hey, good morning, Internet. I am at the house. This morning we are doing some yard work. I just bought an Ego, one of the extension poles with the chainsaw, and it's one of the multi-head function guys. Saw on an ad at Ace Hardware, and I figured I would check it out. I need to trim some stuff. If you saw one of my videos from last year, the Muscadine Vines are completely taken over with trees and bushes and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to clear some of that out today. Obviously it's winter time now, so I can get in there and see what is what without just, cutting down stuff that doesn't need to be cut down. Right now it is a nice and balmy 39, 40 degrees outside. So it's not too bad. It's still early in the morning. I'll walk up here and show you exactly what we're looking at. So here you can sort of make out what it used to be before everything grew up. And you can see the posts where the Muscadine vines were tied to support them in there. And you can obviously see the vine coming out of the ground right there. I mean, it's massive. You can see it twisting up through there. And then you got the post over on this side. This one has fallen in over here, so more than likely I'm going to either, I don't know what condition it's in until I get in there. But I mean, all these briars and stuff, this is what I really want to knock out. None of the trees are really too big for all need anything big, so that 10-inch saw should be fine. Just going to cut down some of these smaller trees and then snip some of the rest and burn some of this stuff, get out of the way. Hopefully this summer I'll have this cleared out and I can start maintaining, and then I can go back behind the barn over there and do the same thing to those blackberries that I know there's still some blackberry vines back there, but they haven't been maintained in so long. I don't know what condition they're in. So let's get started. So here is the Ego head attachment and setup that I have going. You can see right here, this is blade. I hadn't put any chain oil in there yet. It's brand new out of the box. I just assembled it last night. The way this thing works is you have this head right here where you put the battery on. It's the same battery that goes in my lawnmower. Actually, the one that came with this is a little bit smaller, but the one I have with my lawnmower will fit here too. So that's the whole purpose of buying everything the same brand. That way I can run it and charge the battery at the same time. It's going to have the safety switch here, which will push in, pull to activate. And once you get the head in here, you can honestly use weed eater heads, tiller heads, the chainsaw head like I have. Hopefully it works out well. If it does, then maybe in the future when I need more attachments, it'll make it a lot easier to keep up with, and obviously just have a few batteries for everything. So let's see how it works. Okay, rookie mistake number one, I put the freaking blade on upside down. It does have a directional arrow on the case, but I just threw it on there last night and didn't pay any attention. So I'm glad the tool was on there. It took me like 3 minutes to flip the blade. So that is one good thing, putting the gloves back on. That's good to know in case the blade comes off. That literally, take the hex out, pop the case off, flip it, 3 minutes, you're good. If you need to clean it, you need debris out. So there you go, rookie mistake. Better do a little bit more trimming on that one, or I'm going to end up pulling the whole thing down. This is what I'm saying. I'm spending at least 15 minutes to every 5 minutes that I spend actually cutting trees. 15 minutes is spent cutting briars with snips. All right, this side is almost complete. This right here was a pain. That was a large tree, and these briars and vines have completely taken over that area. But this side, almost up to the fence. I call it a fence. Basically, it's just a couple of posts, but we're almost there. And now I got to figure out how to get this massive pile of brush down to where I'm going to burn it. Okay. Now that is a mess right there. Good grief. Yeah, that was the biggest tree that I had to get down. Obviously, you guys saw it got pinched. I had to strong arm it the way I could get the chain out of there. But I mean, this is the thing. Cutting the tree took what, 10 seconds? It's gonna take me 10 minutes to cut through all this. Now, we are getting to the vines now. So this is the Muscadine vines. Gonna have to figure out which ones are dead. I'm probably gonna have to trim back quite a bit. This pole, still pretty solid. Metal bar across the top. Still see it was tied up with rubber cables, so that didn't deteriorate. So yeah, the metal post is still there, vines are still there. Obviously they're gonna have to be trimmed and maintained, but yeah, it's time to just cut through this nonsense, get this massive tree out of the way. And then I just have a few of these small trees right here, and time to start clearing out some of the underbrush. I cleared quite a bit of the under out already right here, so it's fairly open. But we're almost there, guys, 80%. Let's go. obviously this is built to reach above where you can normally reach, especially with an extended handle. But as you can see, it's also great for reaching where you can't get to because of briars and limbs and other stuff, even when you're cutting low to the ground. So far, I'm really liking this thing. It's doing the job. All right, it is a little windy, so forgive me if the audio's a little breezy. Third load of mulch. We're pretty close. I've already got all the big trees cut down. You can see I just went ahead. This is stuff that I still need to trim down to the ground. So the question is, do I continue to trim all this out and let all this wood fall over, or do I leave it for right now? Reason being, this is my third vine in there, and really it's the only thing that's holding that wood up. So the question is, I tear all this down, the wood falls in, then the vine is just standing there by itself with absolutely no support, or do I wait until I have some kind of pipe or wood plank that I put up myself to go ahead and string the vine up when I do finish clearing that out? That's really the question that I'm thinking about right now. As you can see, this one right here is in really good condition. That stump isn't going anywhere. Actually, it's an old fence post, obviously from where the fence was put up. Metal pipe, solid, isn't going anywhere. This vine is, I mean, that one isn't going anywhere. This is falling over, I'm assuming from the weight of everything. This vine is doing okay, but instead of standing this up and putting up another metal pipe, it looks like just a bunch of 2x4s were nailed together instead of, you know, putting one across the top like should have happened. And now it's just a jumbled mess. So two really good ones, and then this third one, which you can also tell that due to the way it's been strung up, it's just grown straight up. It hasn't really had a chance to do its thing across the middle. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. I've got a little bit of more briars to clear out before I'm done on this side, but you guys can see the before and after. I mean, it's not even close to what it looked like earlier. I mean, especially this side over here, getting those big trees and nonsense out. It is too windy to burn anything today. Not gonna burn, don't wanna set the neighbors on fire. So, all right. Okay, this time I'm serious about leaving it be. I just couldn't leave all the rest of those briars there, so I went ahead and cleared the rest of this out. So, but I do have to come back and put something up before these vines start doing their thing in the springtime. You can see where this one over here just went absolutely crazy. So I think if I take a crossbar, honestly, I'll probably get either some PVC or something that's going to last a little bit longer than some old wood. I'm going to just make 2 crossbars through there. Let's dip through here. And it's hollow, it's rotted out, but that thing is probably going to be there. It would take something serious to knock this thing down, because there's no, you know, there's no real, nothing really holding it up. I may even leave that post there for now, but yeah. And throw some PVC pipe up there, get over here and tie these Muscadine vines up. I mean, all of that down there is muscadine vine. Just, you know, this one right here is kind of struggling, but this one over here in the middle is completely thriving, and it's all the way over here. If you guys remember my video from last year when I came over here, I think it was during deer hunting season, and was picking muscadines off of the limbs. The limbs were literally way up in the air. They were, what, 20 or 30 feet. So they, I mean, these vines are just going absolutely bonkers. They're definitely still valid and still going strong. They just need some time and to be manicured, which is what I'm going to do. First part today was go scorched earth and clear the sickness out of the patient. That way we can see what the real problem is and what we need to do to fix it. So step one is done. I think it's time to go get some pizza. Yeah, I know it's bread, but I feel like I'm going to reward myself with pizza. I think I've already gotten about 15,000 steps in, and it's just now 12:30, so I'm going through the calories. I can treat myself right now. So thanks you guys. Thanks for checking out the video, and I'll be sure to record another video when I get these strung up and let you know what it finally looks like. Take care.